Multimedia Reflection, presented by Roger Thompson for the class of Principles of Public Administration, POL 493. Five things I did not know 8 weeks ago when I started this class. I limited it to five. There was quite a bit that I've learned in this class. My presentation, one of the five things was the concept of managerialism, e-government, Mary Parker Follett, bureaucracy, and the scientific management theory. The interesting points from the for me to reflect back on. I'll start with managerialism. Managerialism obviously is the theory and concept that government could and should run more like a business. That of course is based on strict economic principles that are applied. We currently are in a presidential administration that was elected and actually is managing government along those theory lines. It'll be interesting to see how the effects of this type of a practice affect both economically and diplomatically in the future. The second area that I focused on was with regards to e-government, the government's use of technology. That goes beyond even just the emails and the limiting the paper. What I found interesting within this was the fact that of the concept our book had described as basically born digital, meaning that most government documents produced today, there is no paper trail. It's all electronic. The use of electronics, technology to create the efficiencies within government, and the constant strive for government to use technology to be more efficient was quite interesting. The next interesting point to me was Mary Parker Follett. Hands down, I truly enjoyed being given this assignment to study Mary Parker Follett. Never read about her before this class. In essence, known as the mother of modern management. Basically, she promoted direct contact between employees and management, which could reduce conflict within the organization if everyone basically had lines of communication that were open to one another. I truly, from a historical standpoint, that was one of the things also that I had mentioned that I plan on doing more research on. I was just absolutely fascinated by her story and her history. The next interesting point was bureaucracy, developed by Max Weber. I found it very interesting with regards to when I think of bureaucracy. Before this class, I really thought of the old term red tape, if you will. Our book had highlighted that, but that's what I think everyone had thought of with regards to bureaucracy. But Max Weber's theory with regards to the division of labor, the authority and hierarchy within the organization, and having formal rules and regulations, it was. I learned so much more about the concept, about the theory, during this class. The next one was scientific management, developed by Frederick Taylor. Basically, under strict controls of human elements, by this, well, by this strict controlled structure, efficiency within the organization can be developed. The scientific management theory, as well as Mary Parker Follett, was geared towards creating more efficiency within the field of public administration, and was quite interesting to study. Things to share. The question posed before us was one thing from the class you'd likely share with your friends or family, which I thought was kind of a neat question. I would share, obviously, my fascination in studying Mary Parker Follett within her thoughts of organizational theory and organizational behavior. I just found her story, the fact that within her life, the opportunities that were not given to her, which unfortunately, whether that be the admittance into Harvard, I just think that she had so much more to offer and give, and I was just highly impressed. And outside of this class, I plan to do more research actually on her theories with regards to having positive impacts with direct contact between management and employees. I just found it fascinating. Her story was incredible, and I think should really be highlighted more in the field of public administration. And the last question that we were given was, what surprised me? Obviously, doing this, a PowerPoint audio presentation would be something I've never done before until this class, and I certainly had never posted a video to YouTube. I'm not going to say my age, but I can't think of probably 2 times I've ever been on YouTube, and those 2 times were probably to see my video. It really pushed me out of my comfort zone, especially considering I'm not overly computer savvy, to doing this. It made me learn new things. So for that, Dr. Johnson, I assure you I'm grateful for you kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone. Being in my mid-50s, it's I was definitely pushed out of my comfort zone in this class, but I greatly appreciate it. I really do. I appreciated all the dialogue and the positive feedback that we always got from you with regards to our assignments. It was always encouraging and uplifting, and that was greatly appreciated. And last but not least, we'll go into the conclusion. Real quick, thank you for the opportunity of creating a learning environment that was very unique and very educational. And I think the concepts and the theories, the structure in which you presented them and made us reflect back in our dialogue to you, whether that be through audio presentation, through our YouTube videos, really kind of connected a personal level. And so I'm appreciative of that and want to thank you for all your hard work in this class. I appreciate it, and God bless you. Take care.